Every morning when you get up, say over and over to yourself, do it now, do it now, do it now. I do it now, do it now. Whenever you have this tendency to procrastinate, program your subconscious mind with this automatic conditioned command, do it now, do it now, do it now. The key to overcoming procrastination is to develop a sense of urgency. Be the kind of person who gets things done quickly. Be the kind of person who launches fast on a task. Say over and over to yourself, do it now, do it now, do it now. Do you know that less than 2% of the population have a sense of urgency? And that there's not an example of a successful person anywhere who does not have a sense of urgency? That if you just develop a sense of urgency when somebody gives you a task, that you get on it and do it fast, that alone will move you into the top ranks in a very short period of time.
I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood. What's your mood? What's your mood? Can you feel it? Something in the air.
Hey, how you guys doing? I hope you're good. Just want to say hello and welcome to all my new subscribers. It's so nice to have you around. Today I am at home. I was meant to go to uni today, but unfortunately I decided that I'm not going to go. My son's not feeling well. There's a cold and flu going around again. So he's been ill for the past 2 days. And that gives me a chance to kind of like catch up with other things that I want to do. I'm creating an intro for my YouTube videos, and then I've got other tasks that I've set myself because I've been doing my morning pages. If you guys don't know, if you're new around here, I've started this new creative recovery journey with The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, and I have been doing all my morning pages. I've got tasks that I need to do today, so I'm starting off with my YouTube intro video, and then I'm going to gradually move through other stuff because I want to start recording. I've got a new laptop. Oh my goodness, guys. Let me tell you a quick story about what happened to me the other week. So obviously, like, I'm learning production at university as part of one of our modules. I'm studying songwriting and artist development at ICMP University. And one of our modules, like I said, is production. I was doing my morning pages the other week, and then I literally wrote the last sentence from the pages that I wrote was, I need to get a laptop ASAP. So once I dropped my pen, I then opened up my phone and I just thought, let me just go and see how much it's going to cost me to get a new laptop. So I typed in MacBook laptops and a load of websites came up. The first website that I went to was Back Market. Back Market, if you don't know, is a platform that sells refurbed iPads, Apple products basically, and different. I think it's not just Apple products. I think they do other products as well, like Samsung and stuff like that. But they do have a lot of like Apple products, like old iPods and iPhones and refurbed like EarPods and iMacs and MacBook Airs and yeah, just loads of different stuff. So I saw a price on there and I was like, okay, it was a MacBook Pro. Sorry, hold on. Let me just put this down here because my arms are aching me. So it was a MacBook Pro 2019 that I saw, and I think it was £259 for the MacBook Pro 2019. And then I thought, okay, let me just continue researching. So then I found another website called OnBuy, I think it is, and I was like, okay. So they had this rose gold laptop. It was a MacBook Air. Yeah, it was £259, and I was like, I want something that's like good quality, and I need it to be an updated version because obviously I'm going to be using Logic Pro and I want to be able to use it on my laptop because that's the whole point of me getting the laptop. So then I saw it was 2020 MacBook Air rose gold, £259. So it's the same price as the 2019 one. But the thing is that with the 2019 one, like, there's different add-ons. So it's like if you want a bigger memory, you pay extra price. If you want like a wider screen, I think you pay different price, something like that. Anyway, So on this on buy website, I could get everything that Back Market was offering for the same price, if not more, on buy. So Back Market was offering £259, 8 gig, I think it was, 2019, yeah. Whereas on buy was offering 2020, same gig, same everything, but it's the same price. So I was like, okay, I wasn't sure if I wanted to go for it. I was literally contemplating. I was like, I don't know, like, because I can be impulsive, and I don't want to feel like, okay, if I'm being impulsive and then, you know, the laptop comes and the laptop's dead, like, you know, it's just not what I expected it to be. So I went to go and ask AI, had a conversation with AI. ChatGPT is actually your best friend. It needs to be your best friend, because like ChatGPT has helped me with so much, especially educationally as well. So I said to ChatGPT, like, what are the reviews? Like, what have people been saying? Like, would you say that like OnBuy is a credible website to buy from? So ChatGPT, like, obviously scoured the internet, came back with some reviews. There was like one bad review, but other than that, like, their products are predominantly good. There's no issues. OnBuy is a website where people can set up an account. It's like Amazon, so you can have like your own store on the website, and obviously there's different sellers and they're selling different products and stuff. So obviously some sellers have been selling like counterfeit stuff or whatever, but however, the majority review is that it's a good website. So I said, you know what, fuck it. I wouldn't have been guided here if it wasn't meant for me. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I need to also put that into consideration as well. Like, so I thought, okay, cool. I ordered the laptop. Oh my God, I spent £260. And that was like including person packaging, everything. Like, didn't have to pay extra. The laptop came within like 2 days. And the laptop is here with me right now. And oh my God, I just love it. It's slick, it's clean. Let me show you guys. So here is the laptop, guys. This is the laptop that I purchased from OnBuy. Okay, £259. MacBook Air 2020. Look at it, guys. It's absolutely fabulous. It's literally a refurbed laptop, but it's basically like next to new, you know? And I'm so happy about it. So I'm literally just trying to create my YouTube intro. Let me play it for you guys, because it's not finished, but this is what I'm going for. Let me play it for you. Hold on. So I'm thinking of changing the pictures. And then that's it. So I need to add another page there. Just the last page, because it only needs to be like 15 seconds. And do you know what the crazy thing is? Literally gonna go onto Fiverr and like scour Instagram to find somebody that can obviously do a YouTube intro for me. And then I realized, hold on a minute. You can literally do it all yourself. Like, I am so tech savvy. And I've been using Canva for years, near enough like 3 years now, since I've started my music career, my business as well. When I did have my business anyway, I've been using Canva and I know how to do all of this stuff. Like, I could literally just like be doing this for people, really and truly. However, I don't promote myself as a digital marketer or somebody that does like, you know, video editing and things like that. Like, and I really should be, to be honest, because like, you know, I know what to do. Like, I got skills in that. I got too much skills in that. Do you get it? But yeah, so here we are. I'm going to complete my YouTube video and you will see it at the beginning of this, which is absolutely amazing. And then I'm going to move on to my next task. So I'll be back later on. Other day, which was last week Friday, I had an anxiety attack. It was just a complete meltdown, and I know the reason why I was having an anxiety attack, and the reason is because at uni I'm around talented individuals, and it is such a blessing to be in that environment. I'm so grateful, and I was really excited about starting university because I knew that when I'm in the midst of other creatives, you know, it would encourage me as well, and it will inspire me too. However, what I've noticed lately is that the audience that I have at uni isn't very supporting, and I just kind of feel inadequate. The thing is that I know I have what it takes, and you know, I am a good songwriter, but I felt like I wasn't good enough, so I decided to go and do a songwriting course. And the reason why I kind of felt inadequate and I started having anxiety was because I was feeling insecure about my vocal ability. I was rehearsing a song that I've been working on, and as I was singing it, like, I just was becoming more conscious of my environment and like people in the room, because you know, when I was singing, everyone paused, no one like said anything or whatever, and I just was literally getting in my head about it. And because, you know, I'm around amazing singers, I basically started comparing myself to everyone else. And I feel like when I start comparing myself is when I start to feel inadequate, when really I just need to embrace myself and not compare myself, and understand that, you know, we all have different vocal styles, you know. I believe, like, you know, in myself, but I do struggle with self-doubt. And doing this creative recovery journey is supposed to obviously help me to unlock other parts of myself so that I don't feel like such a shit songwriter. Do you get it? Because at first I did, but I know that I can write a song. But I was mentally like blocked because I have complex PTSD. I was diagnosed last year. So I'm constantly just going through stress, like all the time. Like at the moment, like I live with my parents. I was made homeless, like I've said before on many videos. And, you know, like there's just so much unhealed wounds, and everyone's like on top of each other. I've got the kids stressing me out. My mum's moaning about stuff. I don't speak to my stepdad. Like, it's just an awkward environment. And I feel like because my environment is not helping me to blossom and grow, it's making me feel stuck, and it's making me feel inadequate. And I guess obviously this is my audience. My audience is my family. My audience is, you know, the students at uni. My audience is online, my friends. And I feel like there is an expectation because, you know, as an artist, it's like, you know, this is what you choose to do. This is what you're doing. And it's like, I feel people expect me to move quickly when I don't have a problem with my pace. Like, I've always said it, like, I am happy to take my sweet time, and I don't care how long it takes me, because I know that the music that I want to put out, the quality of music, the quality of content I want to put out there, sorry, it has to excite me, and I want to feel proud of it. You know, I just don't want to just put anything out there. So the pace that I'm moving at, like, I don't have an issue with it, but I feel like the expectation that I get or that I sense from the outside world is what makes me feel inadequate, because at the same time, it's like, I don't want to produce a song and then I don't get the applaud that I would like, or I don't meet up to the expectation of my audience. And that is what makes me feel inadequate. That's what makes me feel like I don't have what it takes, even though I do know that I have what it takes. I just need to put it in practice and just, you know, keep making the music. But what I'm trying to deliver will definitely show itself, you know. Going through this book, yeah, Julia Cameron, to be honest with you, like, there's in week 2, like, I'm just like, what is she going on about? Because there's different like elements within like week 2 where she's talking about, you know, be mindful of crazy, what does she call it, crazy makers. And like, crazy makers are people that like basically like put you down, like your haters, the naysayers. Like, you know, it could be like people that are blocked themselves. It's like creators that are blocked themselves, like they don't have the self-belief, they don't have like the ambition like you would have, you know, if you're choosing to like pursue a music career, like put yourself out there on social media. So she kind of like warned you of like different, you know, crazy makers to like be mindful of. And you know, there was parts where she was talking about, and I just really didn't know what she was, I think she was talking about her grandma, or she was talking about something anyway. And like doing the first 2 weeks of this like creative journey has really kind of like made me reflect a lot on like my past. And I don't really like to go back to the past, because then I start to get angry, I start to get annoyed, I start to, you know, do the blame game and all of that. And you know, like I've made such progress within myself from starting uni already, and that's why it kind of gets me upset that like I will start to feel some kind of way, or start, you know, get going into myself, because I've made such a progress. And I was literally like been so happy about being at uni, and I am growing like creatively. I feel like I have more of like an assurance within myself, and you know, like I know what I need to do, like, you know, to help myself. And I literally do help myself. Like I buy books, you know, I read, I research online, like I scour the internet, social media for like inspiration. And like, you know, there was a clip that I saw. I think the woman was like an ex-army official, and she was talking about so many different things, but there was one specific thing that she mentioned, and she said, make a mind movie. And a mind movie is basically a video clip of like the life that you want to live. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, I'm going to do that literally the next day. And I did it. I did it yesterday. And it turned out to be really, really cool. And then my son came along, and he started playing around with my CapCut and started adding like different stuff. And I didn't even realize I could add stickers, because I'm quite a creative person. And I like to add elements of like creativity to like, you know, my video clips and so forth. Like I like to animate it so that it's, you know, just gives you that feel good feeling, and it has like more depth and more purpose to it and more meaning. So he started showing me like different stuff that I can do on CapCut and Canva as well, because he messes around with it on his own, in his own like free time. And then even at school, like they're learning to use Canva. So then it kind of like made it like amplified the like mind movie a bit more. But then like I ended up deleting it, because I don't know what he did, but there was like this graffiti filter that just messed up the beginning part of it. But I'm gonna do it again. I've finally completed my intro for my YouTube videos, so I really love it. This is what it looks like. You're gonna see in the next clip.
I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood. What's your mood? What's your mood? What's your mood? Can you feel it? Something in the air.
Even with this book, like I'm so ready to like get stuck in. Like I had to skip the pages when she was talking about like the crazy makers. I had to skip a couple pages, because I'm just like, okay, like I kind of already know kind of what you're talking about, to be honest with you. So like let's move on, to be honest. And then I love how she put like the rules of the road. And basically what she was saying is that in order for you to be an artist, like you must, you know, fill the well by caring for your artist. Your artist, she describes, is like your inner child, basically. And like she's basically like said like you need to pray for guidance, courage, humility. And one thing I've actually started doing is meditating. Since I've started meditating, I have noticed the difference in my well-being, like spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. It has actually really helped me to feel more relaxed before going to bed. And then when I wake up the next day, it has made such a huge difference to me. And then I've started going back to church again, just because I feel like in the midst of other, you know, saints, like there is miracles that take place that you cannot see. And I'm going because I know it's what I need right now, as well as my children too. And I want them to know the Lord, know the word, understand it, and grow within their faith by themselves. That's always been a core value of mine. when it comes to the faith, you know, and I really want that for them. And it's something for us to do together as a family, you know, and I want us to be praying together because this is something that we normally do. You know, life has been honestly treacherous over the past year and a half, where like my living circumstances has just been crazy. You know, I've been at uni trying to cope with uni. I was working at the time at a bar. I was a waitress, and then obviously the kids, I live with my mom. It's just like so much. And when I was working, like I stopped going to church because if I finish work at 4 a.m, like I don't have the energy to go to work. I mean, go to church the next day. That's just all long for me. And I need to take care of myself because I already have a stress disorder. So if, you know, if I'm doing too much, I will literally burn out. And I tend to have autistic burnouts quite frequently. If I don't take it easy. That's why I don't like to overwhelm myself, and I like to move in my own pace. I don't like to feel overwhelmed at all because I will crash out and I will burn out. So, you know, I'm just like steadily like just building things back, and I actually do feel a lot better within myself. You know, some of the tasks that she's asked us to do are really helpful. Like I said, like the morning pages is a huge help for me, and just praying and just asking God to guide me and just to, you know, order my steps, to assist me, to direct me, you know, for peace of mind as well. And I kind of feel like because where I'm at my mom's, it's such a busy house, I never really get peace and quiet, you know. It's not like I can just go and sit in the front room and just do whatever I want, because obviously my stepdad might be in there, my mum might be watching TV in there as well. So obviously for me, it's like I'm just in the room most of the time. And then when they go to bed, I'll come out and then go to the conservatory. I might want to record and stuff, but the washing machine's going. It's just never the right time, basically. Do you get it? It's just never the right time for me. But in terms of me being an artist, you know, like I'm an R&B singer. I've been singing in churches since I was a little girl. You know, I've loved singing. I've always had a passion for singing. I think along the way, you know, I started smoking at age 14. That stunted my vocal ability quite a lot. Many people criticized me about my vocals. And, you know, I was insecure from young anyway, and I had low self-esteem from young. I was bullied at school, so all of these things like affected me. I was having, you know, trouble at home as a child as well. Like I just wasn't happy. I think I've been suffering with depression since childhood, to be honest, and it's just carried on over into adulthood, young adulthood, teenage life as well. And don't get me wrong, like life has been okay when it's good, you know, but there's a lot that, you know, I would have liked to have changed. And anyway, so I never really had any vocal training or whatever, but so many people will be like, you got a beautiful voice and whatnot, you know. And then I moved to Liverpool. I was living in Liverpool. I went to uni. I studied child health and wellbeing. You know, I had my babies. I was doing hairdressing. I was doing beauty. That was what I had a passion for. And then, you know what? I joined the choir at my church. I was going to Winners Chapel. And then, you know, I just started feeling confident again about my vocals. And, you know, I would sing on stage, even though, like, I still had stage fright. But I was feeling confident in singing again, because I remember when I had a really bad experience with a manager of a group, and he wanted to create a girl group, and I wanted to audition for this group. There's this band called Fundamental, and I'll put their picture right here. I used to basically be a street teamer for them, and I remember when Jazz, when I auditioned for the girl group, and Jazz was like, I shouldn't sing, I need to stop singing. Obviously, like, I had no vocal flexibility, I had no vocal training, I had nothing whatsoever, but I still had the courage to do it, and he completely shut me down. And that really got to me. I think I was 17 at the time. So from then, like, I was like, I'm never going to sing again. by the next year, by the time I turned 18, I had decided that I'm going to move to Liverpool. I was living in a YMCA hostel in Dartford, and I'd been living there since I was 17. I moved to Liverpool when I was 20, but I was visiting Liverpool in between the years because I made some friends, obviously, from the street teaming. I worked for Sony as a street